Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lika Kenobi. And before we get started, would like you guys please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, we've had some more news going on with the Star Wars Celebration, all that nonsense of announced films that we already know what's going to happen, new series that's going on. But but it still stands that what is happening is that they have not announced when Kathleen Kennedy is officially gone. You know. Now I just looked up a video about Echo Bay saying that it's been official that she's leaving in August. I will see it to believe it, bro. I really want her gone, but it's not just her that needs to go. It is her followers that need to go. Her activist so-called woke followers, they need to get out of Lucasfilm in order to get things better again. But even if it does get better, even if she does leave or any other followers leave, it's still not going to change Star Wars. Star Wars, the brand has been done. It's been destroyed, and there's nothing it can be done. Nothing. So we'll see. Let's just get up this article. Kathleen Kennedy can't quit Lost creators as new Star Wars series rumored from J.J. Abrams acolytes. So it looks like what I'm reading this title. It looks like the Lost creators are having a new series going on with J.J. Abrams, or it could be that she is relying too much on J.J. Abrams' acolytes, his workers, so to try to make Star Wars better. So I don't know. But let's take a look and see what is going on. Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy are reportedly turning once again to the same creative circle that has defined much of the modern franchise storytelling. For better or worse, according to industry insider Jeff Snyder, Lost co-creator Carlton Cuse and his son Nick Cuse are now rumored to be writing a new Star Wars series for Disney Plus. Where while plot details remain tightly guarded, this development marks yet another return by Kathleen Kennedy to figures closely tied to J.J. Abrams and the storytelling legacy of Lost, Alias, and Bad Robot. It's like I said, when he did the Force Awakens, it was a good movie. It was good. It gave new character names. You had Finn, you had Poe, you had Kylo, you had Rey, and a couple others. And then of course you lost Han Solo. Han Solo died, which because Harrison Ford, like always, he doesn't give a damn anymore about his character. He just cares about the money. But after Rian Johnson's Last Jedi, J.J. Abrams could not fix what he did. Basically, J.J. Abrams made it worse. So, I don't know, man. It was just completely ruined. So, let's continue on. If the rumor proves true, this wouldn't be the first time Kathleen Kennedy has looked within the J.J. Abrams creative network. She previously brought in Abrams himself to direct The Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker. She also tapped Lost alum Damon Lindelof to co-write an upcoming Star Wars film centered on the character Rey. That project supposedly remains in development and now reportedly with a script from George Nofi and direction by Shamin Obeid Chinoy. This project of this Rey movie that they're trying to do has been on development for so long, bro. And she has confirmed that it's still in development alongside Taika Waititi's movies. I forgot this other guy's name who's doing the sequel, the trilogy, and James Mangold's movie, man. But there has not been no word on when they're going to start filming, what is going on, nothing. Who knows what's going to happen after Kathleen's gone? Who knows? Who knows? The Cuses, father and son duo, would be the latest to join the expanding group J.D. Abrams, associate storytellers trusted by Kathleen Kennedy with Star Wars. Carlton Cuse has built a prolific television career post Lost, working on Bates Motel, The Strain, Lock and Key, and Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan. Nick Hughes, meanwhile, has worked on The Leftovers, Watchmen, and Station 11. This rumored Star Wars series would represent their first major team up. Yet the broader pattern is hard to ignore. Abrams' creative web appears to extend across much of Hollywood, particularly when it comes to big budget science fiction and fantasy. And Amazon Studios, Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, the single most expensive television series of all time, was handed to J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay, two writers whose only claim to fame was ties to Bad Robot through Star Trek Beyond. That project was greenlit during Jennifer Salke's tenure at Amazon, who herself has been linked to Abrams' professional circle. Abrams reportedly pushed for Payne and McKay to take on the big budget show, which has since seen massive audience attention. Lindsay Weber, a former Bad Robot executive, also served as executive producer on the show. Salke has since stepped down from her role at Amazon, with many insiders reporting that she was fired, which, of course, she was fired. It has been confirmed. Despite the Rings of Power drawing a divided reception, the reliance on Abrams' disciples continues. At Paramount, longtime Abrams collaborator Alex Kurtzman remains in charge of the Star Trek television universe, having co-written the 2009 Star Trek reboot alongside Abrams. Kurtzman now oversees an era of spin-offs like the failed Star Trek Discovery, Picard, and Strange New Worlds. Though fan sentiment around these series has been far from unanimous, Kurtzman's leadership has gone largely unchallenged. This raises questions not just about Lucasfilm, but the wider entertainment industry. Why do the same figures keep getting the call? With Kennedy potentially stepping away from her executive role later this year, some had hope for a creative reset within Star Wars, but if the rumors are true, it seems old habits die hard. And with each new announcement, it becomes more apparent that the mystery box method, a style of storytelling that promises grand questions but often delivers murky answers, continues to be the go-to playbook in Hollywood's most sacred franchises. You know, J.D. Abrams' creators, his team has been nothing but disaster, bro. They have been nothing but disaster for so many franchises out there, bro. So I think what Kathleen is doing is, I think she's making a big mistake doing this. But hey, it may not matter. It may not matter anymore because the brand is gone. It is dead. Star Wars is just a title now. To me, it's just another title and everything. But it will never replace George Lucas's work. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. I will always love the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the original animated Clone Wars series, the Dave Filoni's Clone Wars series, and Dave Filoni's Rebels. That's it. That is what I will respect always. Everything else, forget it. Forget it. So you guys let me know in the comments, what do you think of this, and just share your thoughts. Just give me your thoughts and tell me what you think. So please, please, all of you, share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you all for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel, and I hope to see you guys until next time. Bye, everyone.